Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to episode number 101 of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Welcome to what is essentially the start of the second century of uploads here on the RTG for FIFA 21. Obviously, a massive thank you to all of you guys that supported the series so far. Yesterday's video was, of course, the highlights episode from episode 1 to 100. It's like an hour long. If you ever want to just go ahead and chill and watch that, grab some popcorn and a drink or something, I'll leave a link in the top corner, and of course it will be on my channel always, so you can always go and check it out if you fancy catching up. So hopefully there'll be another one of those in the next, well, in 100 episodes time, and in 100 episodes time I hope that you will still be supporting me as much as you're going to support me in this episode, because when I ask you to hit the thumbs up, automatically your hand moves over to your mouse, clicks the thumbs up button, or if you're on your phone you just click that thumbs up button and we get over 5,000 likes. That's pretty much just how it goes. And you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new around here on our approach to 500k subs. Alright, so here's the lowdown for the next few days of content. I need to play my weekend league, and I know you're watching this on Tuesday, but it is just the way it is, so I could have some time off with my family at Christmas. I did play my weekend league though, which was of course over Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and the day after that. So I actually played one game of weekend league on Christmas Day in the evening when I was bored. Everyone else was just chilling. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and do that, and you'll see that in a moment. But I played one game and nothing more, because I didn't want to start like getting myself into a bad mood or anything. So yes, what we're going to do today is probably just play like our first 5 games, and then the next couple of days will also be the weekend league content, as well as some fun things added in there as well. And then when we get to our rewards this week, what I'm actually going to do is take a couple of proper days off to spend with my family, because I did play weekend league all of Boxing Day and didn't really have that off. When we get to rewards, I'll be fully like caught up again, and then we'll be back in the regular cycle of the RTG. So I know that we've been like ahead of ourselves for the last week, but yeah, there's just a couple more days of that, then we'll get to rewards, and then I'll be back on track, alright guys, and we'll be doing that sort of like that relevant content every single day. So this was my Christmas Day game of the weekend league. I actually went 1-0 up. I'm playing this entire weekend league on next gen, because I thought, you know what, why not? Just see how we get on. And then Awar actually scores a couple of goals in his weekend league debut, and that gave me, that was promising. I started in this 3-5-2, and spoiler alert, I definitely don't finish the weekend league in it, because I don't know what it is. Like, the formation itself is kind of cool, I like it, but my right mid seems to always come to like left CDM, and then that just like disrupts the entire team. It's like one of those bugs. If you remember a couple of years ago, your centre mid and your cam or your CDM or something used to swap in a 4-1-2-1-2. Thank God that doesn't happen anymore, otherwise we'd be a little bit screwed. But yeah, I actually get a 4-0 69th minute quit in our very first game of the weekend league, the only game of weekend league I've ever played on Christmas Day. Hey, hopefully it'll be the only one I ever play on Christmas Day as well, right? So we went 1-0, and I thought, you know what, leave it there, stay in good spirits, and we'll play the rest of the games on Boxing Day and the day after that. So as you can see here, I just go over to my right mid and tell him to like stay out wide, and even that didn't really work. It like Depay just kept coming like left centre mid or whatever it is, and I don't know, it just wasn't. I felt like the players that I wanted weren't in the right positions at the right time always. It was weird. So I try and stick with it for a little bit, because I quite like in theory, I love, by the way, this guy had 71% possession in the first half. That was a fun way to start Boxing Day. But yeah, in theory, I like the fact that I can have wide players as well as a central cam and 2 strikers. That sounds like an overload in the attack, but yeah, it just wasn't quite working out for us. So as you can see here, 1-0 down, half-time. I thought, you know what, switch to what you know, Tom. Bring on like Gravenberch, and then we're going to play Awar, Depay, and Felix. Awar in that cam role. I'm absolutely loving him in a central cam position. And then I did like a little bit of a team press, so, you know, it doesn't really show here. I'm manually pressing, and that was enough to get a goal. I don't know what happened there with my opponent, but he bottled it big time. And the 4-1-2-1-2 definitely worked better in my favour. Whether or not it is just because I know how to play with it, I don't know. But soon enough, 11 minutes into the second half, we've gone from 1-0 down and getting absolutely destroyed possession-wise to turning this game around and being 2-1 up, on the attack here to try and get a third goal. Depay into Seedorf, the two Dutchmen linking up just so well, and yeah, we've fully turned the game around. So I was super happy with that, and it did just make me think, okay, well, the 3-5-2 is fun in theory, but maybe not so much in actual practice. So yeah, we'll perhaps start with it, see how we get on, switch to the 4-1-2-1-2 should we need to, but we get a 4-1 victory there. So first game of Boxing Day was a success, and we go 2-0. So the very next game I come up against this is a solid team to come up against. This was making me think, oh god, it's going to get to that point where I've got a couple of wins on next gen and they start throwing the crazy teams at me. And I think I scored this goal, yeah, it was with Memphis, right? Yeah, Torres knocks it into Memphis, and I go 1-0 up. But that was after a couple of minutes, so you never know whether or not you're going to smash someone or whether they're going to get back into it. And as you can see here, Aguero just manages to shoot on the turn. That flashback Aguero, man, he always destroys me whenever I play him. And then Mane here just knocks it into Aguero. I mean, that right there, I think on FIFA 21, the high-rated strikers with the good attack positioning hold their runs so very well. So that's why I get on really well with some of my attackers, because Torres, Depay, and Felix are all pretty good and high-rated and stuff. And I do get a lucky equaliser there to make that one 2-2. So I still don't know where this game's going to go. We're at 2-0. He's got a solid team, and we're level. As you can see, Gravenberch and Zaha are on, so we are fully switched back to the 4-1-2-1-2 here. And Aouar just knocks it into Zaha, who manages to get the goal 4 minutes into the second half. So I am now leading 3-2, but he's pushing forward here to try and get his equaliser. Mane then just knocks it back to Juan Sebastian Veron into that Aguero. I mean, this card is dangerous. I don't know if it's even still out. Has it been out for ages? It can't still be out, right? This card came out a couple of months ago, but it was very expensive. I couldn't afford it at the time, and I would have regretted doing it, but I do sometimes wish that I could use it. But anyway, we end up going 4-3 up, and then Gravenberch here into that main man. Aouar hits him with the rainbow flick volley, the lasty special, and you see that pause, and you think, oh, really? Could this possibly be a little rage quit action going on against this crazy team? I think so. So I started making some subs, and then eventually he did decide to quit. So that's 3-0 for us, and a great start. That was a tough game, though. I have to give it to that guy. It was just a couple of lucky breaks towards the end of the game that pulled that game away from him in reality. So then, yeah, you come up against João Felix in the next match. You can pretty much guarantee that about 75% of players you come up against have got him, because he's one of the best SBC players this year, for sure. Easily the best SBC I've done. There's no doubt about it. I do go 1-0 down in this game, though. Then Memphis knocks it into Aouar, into Torres, into Felix. Look at the one-touch play, and then the touch and perfect finish there from the Spaniard. That was some really nice football, and it's nice to score a goal like that every now and again. By the way, this guy had 79% possession in the first half. That's kind of mental, actually. I hardly touched the ball. Anyway, into the second half we go. Felix just hits him with the rainbow flick, the little tap or the touch on the knee, and then the scuffed shot ends up actually going past the goalkeeper. And at half time, we are 2-1 up. I mean, that was half-time. I just wanted to show you and pause and show you the 79% possession that he had after 20 or 30 minutes, because I genuinely felt like just falling asleep or pulling my eyes out. Yeah, because that would have been the less painful option. Anyway, 3-1 up here in the second half. Doesn't matter if you've had loads of possession against me. I've got players that can do that. I've got Aouar, who can just absolutely launch one on his weak foot, and it's going to fly into the back of the net. So 4-1 up. He does knock his Aouar into his Felix to get the another consolation goal, but I'm able to come away 4-0 after a nice 4-2 victory there. We did pull the possession back a little bit, in the second half. I guess when we started controlling the game, we had more of the ball. And so 4-0 is just such a great start. We then come up against this, another Awar, another Felix. This guy's even done Jesus Navas, which is, I don't know, I think maybe I would have liked to have done him, because a lot of people laughed and said, yeah, 5'8" centre-back. But really, it's just someone you switch to a CDM, right? But we're not going to do him. And I think he's probably expired by the time you're watching this anyway. And I've got plenty of plans for other CDMs and stuff in this club. Don't you worry about that, as you can probably understand by the title of this video. But Torres getting a nice equaliser for me, even showing that he can shoot on his left foot. And then Memphis, I mean, look at that. That little directional nutmeg and then a solid finish, even on his 3-star weak foot, puts me 2-1 up at half-time. Can we win this game and end up going 5-0? That would be the dream. Oh, wait, no, you can see that he is going to score in the last kick of the game. Obviously, I am going to bottle it. Adama knocks it into Awa. Oh, dear, I've conceded. And that's 2-2, and I get hit with that crazy next-gen celebration. Of course I do. So, I felt like I got fully rigged there, and that was the last kick of the game, as you can see. Taking us into extra time. I don't know, I felt like I deserved the victory, and I held out so well and so long and was actually playing nice football. And then in extra time we go, and yeah, it just didn't quite go my way. He gets through with his Bundesliga substitute, I think. Was that guy from the Bundesliga? I'm not sure. But yeah, I end up losing 3-2. So, damn it. He probably outplayed me a little bit in extra time, to be fair. So, GG's to him. But yeah, we're 4-1 now. Not the perfect 5-0 start. But still, I was pretty happy to be 4-1. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think I've been 3-2. So, we've obviously not had great starts in the last couple. So, we're actually going to list up Zambrotta. I just don't think I'm really getting on that well with him. Haven't given him much of a try, but I just feel like he's very clunky, and I need someone a little bit less clunky in that CDM spot. So for 370k, we can pretty much break even on him. He will sell. I'll also sell like the Tagliafico that we packed and stuff, because I do need to increase my budget a little bit. I need to up that coin balance to nearly 500k. So we need about 30,000 coins. And well, we're going to get that from like the stuff that's in our club, basically just discard stuff, list stuff up, some non-rares and stuff sold. Eventually, as you can see, we're up to 493,000 right now. Even some position modifiers and chemistry styles and stuff went up on the market this time. That is how desperate I was to try and make a few coins. And eventually, I think we get up to like 497. That was what I kind of needed to get to. And yeah, just listing a couple more things here. Eventually, obviously, all the catalysts and anchors did sell, but that was kind of like after the hour. But 497 was the exact coin amount I needed to go out and pick myself up this baby Lahm, who I am very excited to try out on FIFA 21. Obviously, being a new icon on the game, I just think this looks like a really good CDM. Kante-esque, if you know what I mean, with the small, low center of gravity, might not be the strongest, but has good defensive ability type of player. And I picked one up for 497,000 coins. So he's a pricey player at 500,000, you know. But this could be the backbone of our team. So he is going to do the exact same thing as what Zambrotta done for us, which is start on 6 chem or 7 chem after 10 games as a left back at centre back, and then move straight away into that CDM spot, whether it be in the 4-2-3-1, the 3-5-2, the 4-2-2, or more likely the 4-1-2-1-2. We are, yeah, most definitely going to be using him as a little CDM, someone that can just like buzz around in that and create distractions and disturbances, intercept the play, use his good dribbling, pace and passing. I think he's going to be good. So we'll test him out in the next episode, but I wanted to show you guys that Zambrotta out, Lahm in, and I'm excited for it. So yeah, you can also see that we're back up to nearly like 20,000 coins after some stuff sold. Still got the Sergi Robertos. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, you know what's coming. For those of you that don't follow me on Twitter, you should follow me on Twitter. Why not, right? Like, come and follow me on Twitter. Should I say it one more time? Follow me on Twitter. Anyway, guys, you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, that is going to pretty much wrap things up for the end of the episode. Starting to get to grips with this team a little bit. Enjoying Torres more than I thought I would, but he's really only playing like the first half. So you're not going to see like crazy goals and assists from him, but do you know what? He scares people. The way he moves on the ball, like it doesn't really relate to what his actual stats on his card are, because he's a pretty underwhelming looking card if I'm honest. But in game, when he looks like Prime Torres, I think people think I've got Prime Torres. And he does work. So anyway, that's the end of this episode. Tomorrow we'll get into some more fun action as well. Do me a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button. 5,000 likes is your target as we enter our very, well, first episode of the next century of content. Have a great day, everyone. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And I will catch you tomorrow for another episode. Peace.